But first, let's get into it. What a week. Up first, President Biden came out swinging this week, informing the Commission of Presidential Debates he intended to debate Trump twice, once in June and once in September. You know, just to see if any of that Gemini or Virgo energy can give him a little edge. Trump accepted his challenge, declaring on Truth Social, "I'm ready and willing to debate Crooked Joe." Crooked Joe. Crooked Joe, by the way, which coincidentally is Biden's nickname for his Johnson. A lot of people don't know that. It's true. As Biden would say, that's no joke. No joke, man. Not making that up. No joke. Okay, Biden, it's no joke. We get it. Also wrote Trump, "Crooked Joe Biden is the worst debater I've ever faced. He can't put two sentences together." You know what he should know? With these trials coming up, he could be putting three sentences together. Yeah. Bam, right? Bam. I'm manifesting that shit as we speak, you guys. And then Trump concluded, "Just tell me when. I'll be there. Let's get ready to rumble." Let's get ready to rumble. Who is the, interesting enough, by the way, let's get ready to rumble is also what Trump tells his diaper before he takes a shit in it while sitting in a meeting. I'm just here to give you the information, you guys. The information you can get from other sources. That's my job. And in case we weren't quite sure how serious he is, Biden released a full-on WWE promo for the event.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. And since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Damn, Joe. Okay, I see you, man. I hear Biden's going after Drake next. I don't know if you know. Yeah. The big news this week is Trump's ongoing hush money trial. I'm so exhausted by this, you guys. It's, I'm not a fan of this trial. I'll be honest with you, because it's basically over bad bookkeeping. But look, if he goes to jail, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong, okay? Even if Wayne Brady asked me, do I want to keep Trump in jail or trade it for what's inside the box? And even if there's a good chance ending racism forever is in the box, I'm like, nah, I'm good. He got to go to jail. Oh, yeah. Plus, I'm still getting good jokes from racism, so there's that, right? So I'm not ungrateful. I'm not ungrateful. It's just that when it comes to Trump, I want to focus more on his high crimes rather than his misdemeanors. For instance, when the prosecutor asks questions, I think there should always be a reminder, right? Just to keep things in context. Mr. Cohen, let's go back to 2016. That's 4 years before Mr. Trump stirred an insurrection and tried to overturn a free democratic election and thus install himself as a dictator. What was your frame of mind? Right? Create context, right? Yeah. Or, Ms. Daniels, let's go back to 2006. That was, of course, when Mr. Trump was between rapes, right? What were you thinking? Yeah, that's right. I went out there, guys. I took a chance at that one. Am I wrong? Thank you very much. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't the one. And then Trump's cronies started showing up, like J.D. Vance, who sat in on Trump's trial Monday, his latest attempt to throw his cowboy hat in the ring for vice president, right? He told reporters outside the courtroom, every single person involved in this prosecution is practically a Democratic political operative. JD, of course, stands for just a dick. The rest of Trump's VP hopefuls arrived at the trial Tuesday with House Speaker Mike Johnson, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, Vivek Ramaswamy gathering at the courthouse to stand by their man. Ugh, so pathetic. And making a special appearance was the dead worm from RFK Jr.'s brain. He was there. I was very happy to see him. There were other VP hopefuls too, like Marco Rubio, Tim Scott, Rick Scott, Kristi Noem, dog executioner. Remember her? But that is a lot of kissing Trump's ass, you guys. Trump hasn't been this pampered since he put on his underwear this morning. Come on, give it up, you guys. That's 2 diaper jokes in one monologue. 2 diaper jokes in one monologue, you guys. Yeah, you didn't know what you were coming to see, right? He's still trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, Fox News personality Laura Ingram was reprimanded for using binoculars in the courtroom. It's not really her fault, you guys. When you're that far up Trump's ass, you're never going to get out with at least some opera glasses. You need something, right? Like it's foggy. I have no idea what that means. And in a really bizarre twist, like that was it. On Wednesday, the New York Times, I love this story. The New York Times Instagram account posted a text thread between Rosie O'Donnell and Michael Cohen. Did you guys see this? God, I wish we were making this shit up, okay? In the text conversation, which occurred shortly before Michael Cohen took the stand, Rosie told him, breathe, relax, Tell the truth. You got this. I love you. An hour later, she added, you're doing great. I mean, are these two fucking, you guys? Honestly, what's happening with them? So apparently, when Michael Cohen was sent to prison in 2019, Rosie sent him like a 6-page letter saying that despite his years of aiding Trump's smear campaign against her, she admired his decision to finally stand against Trump, and also said he reminded her of every guy I went to school with, as they grew up only 30 minutes away from each other on Long Island. And for that reason, even though he ruined her life, I don't know, there's still just something about him. So she soon visited Cohen in prison, where they talked for like 6 hours and at one point held hands. Rosie added, Michael was sort of proudly introducing me to people, the friends he had met there. The friends he had met there? It's a prison, not a Montessori school. What the serious fuck? They've since remained friends, with Cohen describing Rosie as a mensch on his podcast, completely ruining that name for anyone else. Guys, I have no issues with Rosie O'Donnell, but I just want to go on record as saying, I really hate this, okay? I hope we don't get more lurid details, too, right? Because I'd rather have RFK Jr.'s worm in my brain than have to endure more of this. I just don't like it. All right, in other disgusting news, Arizona officials said they can't locate Rudy Giuliani to serve him with the summons for charges stemming from Trump's 2020 election fraud scheme. They don't think he's fled the country, though, since they can sometimes still hear him scurrying around in the vents. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. In a press release, the officials also said, quote, and you can all stop telling us he's in the sewers. We know. The problem is that there are sewers everywhere. Please be more specific. I get why they're irritated. I understand, yeah. On Tuesday, primary voters in West Virginia, Nebraska, and Maryland, you know, this headed to the polls, right? This is true, too. Nikki Haley's zombie campaign, continues to gobble up Trump votes, taking almost 20% of the Republican vote. It's a zombie campaign, you guys. It's been dead for months. I love that, right? I mean, how ironic would it be for Trump's campaign to be derailed by The Last of Us, right? Relax, RFK Jr. We mean zombie figuratively. The uneaten portion of your brain is safe for now, okay? Just stay away from those vaccines. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Very good. Oh, on Thursday, President Biden announced that the Justice Department will start the process of recategorizing marijuana from a Schedule I to a Schedule III drug. Yeah? They explained to the president, because I scheduled that shit 3 times a day, bitch. That's my impression of President Biden. Thank you very much. Bitch. Also said Biden in a different accent.
Look, folks, no one should be in jail merely for using or possessing marijuana, period.
Technically, that was an exclamation point, Joe. But I agree with you. People should be in jail for trying to overturn the election or for hush money, not for hash money. Am I right, RFK Jr.'s brainworm? Am I right? RFK Jr.'s brainworm agrees with me. In other news, Berkshire Hathaway, the multinational holding company run by billionaire Warren Buffett, revealed this week that it had secretly acquired billions of dollars in shares of the insurance company Chubb. After the disclosure, Chubb's stock price increased by over 8%, causing Buffett to acquire another Chubb. I'll wait. You see, son, when an investor sees a really pretty, attractive stock that it likes, the company will experience an increase in stock price, which sends money flowing into Chubb, which in turn hardens and strengthens Chubb value, making it more viable for a union. How many people just want to fuck right now? Okay, but this is my favorite story, you guys. The palace unveiled the new official portrait of King Charles, which depicts the royal in blood red accompanied by a butterfly. Did you see that? Whew. Oh my God. I mean, he asked for a period piece and got one, right? Am I wrong? Hold on. Didn't he say, older people in the room, help me out here. Didn't he say once that he wanted to be Camilla's tampon? I'm not making that up, right? That was disgusting, right? Okay, that makes this even creepier. I mean, you talk about manifesting. That is some fucked up shit. And the butterfly apparently was included because much like what takes place inside the butterfly's chrysalis, King Charles' insides have also completely liquefied. So that's ironic. It's ironic. Here we go. This is a fun one. And Sage, a black miniature poodle with a dope as fuck haircut, won the 48th annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show this week. Check this out. Oh my God. Yeah, finally, a black female wins that old white award, right? Hashtag dog show so white. Ladies and gentlemen, she is that bitch. And finally, after scientists sounded the alarm in 2006 that bees were dying rapidly, the honeybee population in the United States has since rebounded to an all-time high. I know. You know why? Because they be fucking. All right, that's my monologue. Anyway, that's all we got. Thank you, guys. You guys are great. All right, okay. But before we go, a little segment we're calling America's Least Wanted. Oh, my rights here. I gotta. This week we're keeping it local with Republican Nightmare Representative Michelle Steele from, you guessed it, Orange County. Now, we know that Michelle Steele might look friendly, like the lady who shakes your hand at the Vancouver immigration offices when you become a Canadian citizen. And she speaks English, Korean, and Japanese, making her fluent in maybe 1, 2, 3 more languages than her average Republican colleague. But below an exterior that says, "Welcome to British Columbia, let me direct you to the nearest Tim Hortons," lurks someone much more sinister. Like the time Michelle Steele bragged during a 2014 local Tea Party meeting that she pulled her younger daughter out of UC Santa Cruz because she was starting to support gay marriage and express interest in voting for Barack Obama. Right, because nothing makes a kid want to pledge lifelong allegiance to the Republican Party like their mom telling them that they have to or they'll turn gay. Also, she sent her to Loyola Marymount University, a Jesuit college. Joke's on you, Michelle. The Jesuits are a progressive order who love the gays. Ha ha ha. Joke's on you. Ha ha. In 2017, while serving on the Orange County Board of Supervisors, Steele opposed funding for the county's Human Relations Commission, casting the only dissenting vote. Then, that same month, she voted to block the release of a report detailing an increase in hate crimes in her district with Black and LGBTQ residents, making up a considerable percentage of the victims. Even the Irvine police chief pushed for the report to be released. Do you know how much of a fascist you have to get outflanked by the Irvine chief of police? It's the black community, Irvine. But worst of all, Michelle Steele is California's leading opponent of abortion rights. Thank you, Michelle, for breaking the glass ceiling of being terrible to women. Bravo. As a congresswoman in 2021, Steele co-sponsored the Extreme Life at Conception Act, which would grant legal personhood to fertilize eggs. But after blowback from the Dobbs decision in 2022, Steele saw the writing on the wall and withdrew her name as co-sponsor shortly after reintroducing the bill in 2023. The bravery that these Republicans show. When they face the slightest bit of adversity, sometimes it takes my breath away. Now, as of March 2024, Steele now describes herself as an ardent supporter of IVF, despite having many times introduced legislation that would have literally criminalized it. She wrote an op-ed in the Orange County Register titled "Setting the Record Straight on What I Think About IVF," in which she spends most of the piece talking about taxes. Yeah, so she's trying to cover her tracks on her terrible voting record, but can't even bring herself to stick the landing. You're not fooling anyone, Michelle. The people of Orange County deserve better, even if the white people there scare me on a deep spiritual level. Sure, the sunsets are gorgeous, but that's unfortunately right when I need to be out of there, okay? I never get to see them. This is anecdotal evidence as far as I'm concerned. So, if you want to make sure Michelle Steele and other conservative creeps exactly like her don't get into office, then head over to votesaveamerica.com 2024 to save democracy. You guys know how to do that. This has been America's Least Wanted. My rights here.